Welcome to Outlaw Edge Blade Works. Hope you guys are having a good night. We had a long day today. It was crazy. But this is not my whole collection, but these are, I did a video yesterday, I guess it was, on some moras, and I wanted to do a video on Finnish and Scandi or Norwegian style knives. And this is a really nice one, and this is made by Cold Steel, and it comes with a Cordura sheath. And this is the Fin Bear. And this one actually has a, it's almost like a Scandi, but it's got a secondary bevel. And I'm not really sure how to explain that edge, but it's just super sharp. And this thing just whittles through wood like nothing. This is a great knife. And the shape of the handle is a Finnish style. And it fits your hand really nice. It has a really nice 90-degree spine on it for striking a fire steel. And this Cordura sheath, I would have thought I wouldn't have liked it. But I like it because it's a bushcraft style sheath, because you can put it on your side and it's nice and drop down really low, and when you go for the knife, it's just an amazing sheath. Great knife right here. This one here, this is a Hultafors. It's a craftsman style knife, stainless steel. And this is a great knife. You can use this around salt water and whatever because of being stainless steel. But these Hultafors are like the moras or like the martinis. They're extremely sharp, awesome. And they have a pretty decent little sheath. And they have a spot on the back where you can hook them to another knife or another knife sheath. And also a lot of your pants have these big buttons. You can hook them on the side of that. These make a great neck knife. This one's all caught up here. And then this one here is pretty much the same knife, but this is a carbon version. And this is also a Hultafors. And it has an amazing Scandi edge on this. And these are a Norwegian knife, if I remember correctly. Now this is a Cold Steel. This one is the Cold Steel Survival Edge. And these are great knives. And they also have a Scandi grind. And the handle, I've showed this in a couple videos now. The handle's set up where you have a survival kit inside. And I've beat the crap out of this knife for years, and I'm just really surprised it's still around. It comes with a fire steel. I put the whistle on there just for safety. This is one of my kayaking knives. It has a pretty cool sheath. It locks in there really strong. Nice detent. And it also has that loop for the buttons that I was talking about in the back. And it's pretty strong little sheath. You can clip it on your vest or your pants or whatever, your belt buckle. This is also a Hultafors. This knife right here, you will never break this knife. If somebody can break this knife, I want to see a video on it. Or I'll give it to Michael and he'll break it in 5 seconds.
That's what I thought.
But this is a Hultafors. This is the I believe this is the largest craftsman knife that they make. And this thing is a tank. And if you guys seen what this knife's been put through, you'd understand why I'm saying this. This is just an absolutely awesome knife. And they're so comfortable the way the handles are. They're made for big hands. And then they have a really sharp 90-degree spine. And these things are like razors, they're scalpels. Super sharp. And they have a really nice sheath where the detent is strong. You're not gonna lose your knife. And they also have this set up here where you can pop the sheath apart. Kind of hard to do with one hand. Anyways, you pop this off, your belt goes through here, and you clip it back on your belt, and that's what holds it on your belt. Or you can use that big button deal I was talking about. It's an okay sheath, I like it. And you guys have seen the Scandi edge on my Cold Steel Fin Hawk. This is an amazing knife. I can't say enough about this knife. And these have a really grippy rubber handle material on them, and a lanyard hole here. Awesome Scandi grind. The steel is amazing on these. Has a really nice 90-degree, super sharp 90-degree spine for striking the fire steel. Great plastic sheath. I love the detent in these, and the reason I like them is they're super strong. There's no wiggle, no nothing with that knife. You're not going to lose them. Now this sheath, I made this sheath a long time ago. This is kind of a practice sheath. This sheath that I made out of leather was it was kind of a practice sheath and kind of a template for one of my other knives. But I set it up as a bushcraft sheath. That's why I wanted to show that. But this is another knife that's kind of hard to find. And this is a Kellam. And this is a scandi or Finnish Norwegian style knife, whatever you want to call it. But it's a scandi style knife, and it's just amazing. And these Kellam knives are stainless steel. They have a pretty good spine on them for striking the fire steel, and they have a really nice material on the handles. They're a lot like the Hultafors. But if you get a chance, you got to pick one of these up and try them out. They're really nice knives. But anyways, I appreciate you guys joining me. I just wanted to show just a little section of my scandi style knives other than moras, because I already did a video on my moras. And I wanted to show you that other than moras, there's a lot of other knives out there with a scandi style edge on them that you can use for bushcrafting and survival and whatever, and whittling out in the woods and whatever. But anyways, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. Have a good night. Thanks.